If you're still telling brands that you're charging a bunch of money because you have 15,000 followers, 30,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, but you're only getting like 50 likes, 2 comments. Well, I have some news for you, babe. Nobody cares anymore about the followers. Whoop-de-doo. It's your girl Bree Flemings back here with Content to Cash, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all. If you are out here just trying to pop your ish because you have a lot of followers, but not a lot of engagement, but you're still going back to, I still have a lot of followers, guess what? Brands don't care about that anymore. In fact, they never should have. I never did, but I'm glad that everybody's waking up and smelling the flowers, because just because you have a lot of followers does not mean that you can convert. It doesn't mean that your content can convert. It doesn't mean that your audience is interested. In fact, it actually makes you look like, like you're hated on at this point, because if you have a lot of followers, let's go with the 100,000. Let's say you're a macro influencer, 100,000 followers, but barely getting 100 likes. That's insane. 10% of that is 10,000 likes. 1% of that is 1,000 likes. 0.1% of that is 100 likes. If your engagement rate is 0.1% with 100,000 followers, you might want to go back and figure out what's going on. I would first see if you have bot followers. There have been people that hate against other people and buy followers on other people's behalves. It has happened before to even me. Somebody bought 2,500 followers in the past to my account because it didn't require a login, and I had to quickly get those followers removed. I would work on getting those followers removed right now. It might make you look like you're dropping, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because when you're messing with your data, you are messing with outcomes for not just yourself, but for the brands that you're working with. You need to check right now how many fake followers you have or bots and get them removed. You can find removal services online, Fiverr, Upwork, Contra, you name it. There's websites for it, but I would recommend doing that sooner than later, because then your engagement rate will look better and it will go up. So let's say if your 100,000 followers went down to, honestly, let's be honest, let's say to like 70,000, right? But now your likes are getting up and now your engagement's getting up. Your data looks better at that point. People are buying into data. People are buying into community, which brings me to that part. If you're one of those Instagram, creators or TikTok creators that doesn't respond to comments, that doesn't care about people that are commenting, that's also messing up with your engagement, because when people feel engaged back with, they want to keep engaging. If they feel like you're just like acting like you're Hollywood, a celebrity of that sort, they're likely not going to want to comment on your post moving forward. They might think that, oh, he or she thinks that they're too good to respond. And that's just honestly a neurological thing. You got to really think about how people feel when you're not responding, even a thank you. And it doesn't have to be in that moment. Sometimes people do say, oh, do it within the first 30 minutes and stuff. I'm going to be honest. We all got jobs. We got things to do. Babes, let's be real. If you have a virtual assistant, have them do that. But if not, at least get back to them before, the day is over. So if I posted early, like I am now, and then by 7 o'clock, I'm just, in my bed, let me respond to this. Then that's a different story. So keep that in mind.